Welcome to Halloween Living with Kim
and Kelly
on Louisville Halloween. Show you how to make a delicious recipe called mummy bark. With this recipe, all you'll need is 3 ingredients. We'll need white candy melts, some chocolate cookies, and also some candy eyeballs. In our first step, you'll want to take your candy melts, and we're gonna add these into a double boiler. Now, usually you can do this over the stove, or you can put your candy melts in the microwave. Put them in there for about, say, 10 seconds and stir every 10 to 15 seconds on those. So right now we're gonna put these in our double boiler. So there's water in here, I would say about halfway full. And we're gonna wait until this candy starts to melt. So as that's happening, we're gonna sit here and start mixing our candy and getting that to where it's nice and melted. So while we're waiting for the chocolate to melt, we're gonna take our chocolate cookies and we're gonna put them in a plastic bag. We're gonna make sure that it's closed up so when we start crushing these, now you could take a rolling pin, you could also try to take a meat tenderizer, anything you can to try to crush these cookies. You wanna make sure, that they are crushed up really, really well when we get that chocolate melted. So again, anything you can use to get these crushed up really, really good. All right, now that our candy is nice and melted, we're gonna take that off the heat. And you're gonna add this to a cookie sheet that's lined with parchment paper. So what we're gonna do is put this candy on here. Now, we don't wanna use all of the candy because there will be some that will go back over and kind of give that mummified look to your candy. So maybe save a little bit of that. And then what we'll do right now is we're gonna spread this out. And just like with any bark, it just depends on how thick or thin that you want it. I like mine a little bit thinner just because this is kind of a sweet treat. It's like a cookies and white chocolate. So it's really good, but it's actually really sweet. So we'll just make that, kind of thin that out a little bit. And then after we get this thinned out to whatever consistency that you would like, we're gonna go back and we're gonna add those cookie crumbs to it before it sets up. So I think that looks pretty good. It's not too thin, it's not too thick. All right. So now what we're gonna do is those cookies that we just crumbled, we're gonna add that to our mixture. And there's no special way of doing it, just kind of add that on there to this cookies and cream, just any way that you would like. So I like to add just a little bit. I kind of like the white still showing. Nope. Kind of add some of those chunks in there. All right, I think that looks good. All right, now, once we're done, we're gonna let this sit. You can either let it sit out on your table or you can put it in the fridge so it'll kind of set up faster. And then once that sets up, we will take our extra chocolate, put it in our resealable bag, and we'll kind of make that mummified look. All right, now that our bark is set up, now it's time for the fun part. We are going to decorate. So that extra chocolate coating that you had. You're gonna find either a pastry bag, or what I've got now is just a regular Ziploc bag. I'm gonna add that chocolate in here. And this is what's gonna give us that mummified look for our mummy bark. So I'm gonna add that in there. Make sure we get all of that. All right, kind of just zip it up. Hands might get a little messy, that's all right. Messier the better. All right, now what you're gonna do is we're gonna take a pair of scissors and we're just gonna clip that in right there. All right. Just enough where we can get the icing to come out. All right. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna drizzle that on there. Kind of just do whatever. There's no right or wrong when it comes to this. Now with that icing, or I'm sorry, that chocolate still being a little hot, we don't want it to completely harden, because that's where our eyeballs are gonna come in. This chocolate's kind of acting like the glue that's gonna hold that together, okay? So once we get all that on there, put a little more. We'll just kind of go back and forth with it, just a drizzle. Okay, so after that's done, we're gonna grab those candy eyeballs and we're just gonna put that on that icing that we just put on. It's gonna act like the glue to hold those candies together. And I usually try to put 2 candy eyeballs together, so then when we actually break up that bark, it's gonna look like that mummy. So let's do that right now. And this is a really fun treat to do with your kids. They can help decorate. It's really simple and a quick recipe to do with them. I know most kids, they can't really sit in one place for too long, so this would give them something to do, and it's something really fun. All right. Just keep adding a little bit more. And we'll put some right there. And maybe just one eyeball there. Maybe the mummy only has one eyeball. All right, we're gonna let this set up a little bit before we actually break the bark. Now that we have finally decorated our bark and it is all set up and ready to go, the only thing left we have to do is break this bad boy apart. So we're just gonna take a knife and just cut whatever pieces you want. That's the fun thing about bark. You can make it big, small, whatever. And after we do that, after we get those pieces cut, there are a couple ideas that I have on how to serve these. Now, because this is a black and white dessert, I really think that these will actually look really cute against a black plate. Just the color contrast looks really cute. I always like to be able to give a really cute display when I display my candy or whatever it is that I'm decorating with. These plates here have some decorative writing, so these go really well with that too. I forgot about you. Let's get him some candy. He's been waiting very patiently. Thank you very much. So after we finish that, then we are ready to go. Put it on a plate and serve.